What's going on, guys? DFSWarstrike here, and here I'll be breaking down the 2022 Wells Fargo Championship. If you're new to my videos, please like and subscribe. Comment down below who you guys think is going to win this week or who your favorite DFS play this week. For me in particular, I like the 7K range. If you don't know how these videos work, typically I'll start at the top for instance, Rory here at 11.5. I'll start there and I'll kind of work my way down and kind of give you guys in the pricing tiers of which my favorite plays are, which ones I'm going to play, and which ones I have no interest in, and kind of give you my explanations why. Please come join my Discord. I'll be more in depth there. I'll have more plays there, cores and more specific stuff where you can reach me there. We also do a lot more than golf. We do USFL, basketball, baseball. We talk out UFC, we talk out NASCAR. We do it all there. It's really fun. It's a really good place to be. Everybody gets along, and it's a good place to call home. So with that being said, I'm gonna get started here. Into the slate, starting at the top at 11.5, Rory won the Wells Fargo Championship in Charlotte. It's not in Charlotte this year. Either way, I'm not going to play Rory. Rory's a big name. He's going to have high ownership in a small field. I will take my chances at his price at 11.5 and hope that he does not win the tournament, because he does not reach value to me unless he is at least second or third place. But other than that, I'll get started with who I do like, and my favorite play here, if you have to pay up at this range or you want to, is Corey Connors. You see the last couple of weeks, 3 out of the last 5 weeks, he's had 3 top 12 finishes, including a 6 at the Masters. So I do like Corey Connors this week if you want to swiggle that way to him. Other than that, I'm not going to have too much ownership with Corey Connors. If I had to choose a second play here, it's going to be ANCER, but I am not high on him too much. He was a little disappointing. A lot of people thought he was going to be great at the Mexico Open. Finished 42nd, miscut the Masters, Valspar. I mean, he's been fairly decent, but nothing's been too impressive in 2022 at 10-4 for me to say that he's going to be in the top 3 to top 5 range. The only thing you can come up with is that it's a smaller field talent-wise, so maybe he can. But for me, I'd rather pay down for Corey Connors instead of that. But if I had to choose second option, it's him. That's really it for me at the 10K range. If you get down to the 9K, MARC LEISHMAN towards the top of the 9K is probably my favorite play. He's actually had a really good 2022 start so far since January. You see there 10th place, 16th, 15th, and then a 30th at the Masters. So I do think MARC LEISHMAN is a solid play here if you guys wanted to go that route. Right below him, my favorite play in the 9K is Russell Henley. He comes really high on my model, so he fits the scheme really well, which for me this week, driving accuracy is very important. It's the most important thing to me, and Russell Henley topped that notch, so I do like Russell Henley mainly for that. Approach game is okay, and putting is okay as well, and those are the 3 biggest things to me, with driving accuracy being the biggest. But I do like Henley this week if you want to go to that. No interest really with Gary Woodland or Patrick Reed. Then dropping down to AK, Paul Casey I think is a decent play if you guys want to pay for Paul Casey at 8,800. Missed the Masters, but you can see 3rd at the Players Championship, 15th at Genesis, and then 12th at Dubai. So I do think Paul Casey is a decent play if you guys wanted to go to that. Sergio Garcia is probably going to be one of my favorite plays in the 8K range. As you can see here, since 2022, hasn't missed a cut yet. 12th place finish, 23rd, 26th, at least 61 fantasy points every week. He's been very consistent. He fits pretty well into the scheme of things for this tournament. So I do like Sergio Garcia. Dropping down, Seamus Power at 8,300. Another guy who's had a great 2022. He had a little rough stretch. We see there 15th, 3rd, 14th, 9th, 4 straight tournaments of top 15 finishes. Then he missed the 3 cuts, but you can see now 33rd, 27th, he's starting to get back into his rhythm. So I do like Power this week if you guys want to go to him. My other one, Webb Simpson, I don't know how much I'm going to have of him. I think it's another big name at 8,100. It's probably going to have big ownership. So I don't know how much I'm going to play him. But if I had to choose somebody down in the lower tiers of that range, I do think that Webb Simpson's that guy. just in 2022, he just hasn't found the right groove yet. He's just not even close to what he was last year. I think his best place finish is the Masters tournament at 35th so far, at least according to DK on here. Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Webb Simpson this week. If you want to go to him, you can. I'm not expecting anything. Maybe we get a bounce back Webb Simpson from this, but for me, that's probably going to be a no. After that's really it for the 8K range. 7K range, Matt Kuchar tops it off. I like him at 7,900. He's probably my favorite play here. You can see his last couple tournaments, RBC and Valero, Texas, tied for third and tied for second, also 16th at Valspar. That's at 7,900. I'd much rather just pay for Matt than Webb Simpson, because at least I know Matt's playing good here as of late. So I'm all for Matt if you guys want to drop to him at 7,900. I think that is a solid play. I do like Aaron, but he's the same price. So I'd rather get Matt if I had to choose between the two, but Aaron is somebody I like as well. Keith Mitchell here at 7,800 is somebody I really like. Another guy who's had a really good start to 2022. 13th at the Players Championship, 9th at the Honda, 10th, 12th, and then 7th. I mean, he's really solid. Keith Mitchell's been really solid at 7,800. It's hard to pass that up. This is what I'm getting to when I'm talking about the 7K range. There's so many plays you can go here. I really think somebody's going to win this week at the 7K range. A lot of value in this slate, so do not worry about pricing when it comes to this stuff. I really think that leaving some money on the board is probably the way to go this week. SEPP STRAKA here, as we look at him, you can see he got third at the RBC Heritage Players Championship. He got 9th, and then he won the Honda Classic. So I do like him. Somebody at 7,600. I mean, he's gotten 3 top 10 finishes the last 5 tournaments. It's kind of hard to pass on somebody like that. So I do like STRAKA when it comes to this week. As we keep scrolling down, Joel Dahman is somebody I think is going to be chalky, but I think he is a decent play for this week. Another guy that's had a solid 2022, 28th, 6th, 33rd, 39th, and 12th at RBC Heritage. When I was looking at my model, he was fitting really well. So maybe he could do something this week at 7,600. I think that is a solid play as well. Going down, now we're at 74. Adam Long is my next play here. Adam Long, you can see the last 2 tournaments, 15th, 12th, $7,400. He fits the course really well when it comes to my model. So I do think that Adam Long is somebody that you can go to this week. Let's see. Alex is somebody you can try for GPP. As you can see there, just the last 5 cuts show exactly what I'm about to talk about. He's either going to miss the cut or he's going to get a top 6 finish. So at $7,300, if you make multiple lineups, I think you should definitely have him on one. $7,300 is cheap, and especially if he gets top 10, I mean, he exceeds value at that point. So it is a good cheap value play if you guys want to go to him. Russell Knox is somebody I do like this week as well. You can see he was cut those 2 weeks. He just really fits into the model really pretty well. But before that, you can see he was doing decent in 2022, 7th, and then a month 3 straight 33rds, and then a 6th place finish even in there. He's just kind of taken a step back, but I do think at 7,300 it is a decent play. As I go down here, that's really about it for me when it comes to 7K, because now as we hit the 6K, now remember in 6K, we are just looking for them just to make the cut. We don't need much from them. We're using the 6K to pay up to get the higher range, unless you think he's going to be have an absolutely great weekend. You just need to make the cut line for him to reach value at this point. Just get you some 2 extra rounds going through the weekend, and then that's it. I'm going to start here with Brian Stewart. Fits the model pretty well. He had a 7th place finish back in March 2022 so far. Let's see how it's been for him. You see he missed 3 straight cuts, and then 5 straight made. and then 2 out of 4, and then he's made his last 2. So he came into the model fitting pretty well with the small talented field. I think that Brian can make the cut line here and probably hopefully do some damage this weekend. So if you want to pay for somebody at the high 6K range, I think that is an option for you. Ryan ARMOUR, somebody that I liked, mainly because his T game was fitting really well into this tournament. That kind of excludes what you see there, the 3 out of 4 cut lines. 15th place finish, it's really the T game where he's gonna have to excel this weekend, especially with the accuracy stuff. He's gonna have to excel, and I think that he could possibly do that for 6,800. I think he could definitely get into the weekend. Andrew Putnam at 6,700 was another option that I have. You can see there 4 out of 5 missed cuts. He just fit the model pretty well. Driving game solid, putting is also decent for this course fit. So I think Andrew Putnam is somebody else. And then my last one is a complete dark throw for you guys. If I can find him, Hayden Buckley, $6,500. He made the cut at the Mexico Open. He got 13th at Corrales. So, I mean, if you want to go here, he fit pretty well. If you just want to take a shot with your multiple lines and say, hey, I'm going to take a shot on Hayden Buckley, I think it's all for it. He's going to have really low ownership, expect less than 2-3% probably. So Hayden Buckley is somebody that I could go to here. Other than that, guys, there's not really anybody else down here that I'm going to pay for. I don't really need to, because I'm really focused a lot on this 7K range. All these people in 7K, I think just about all of them can do something this week. But other than that, guys, that's going to be it for me. I think this is going to be a fun week. Wells Fargo Championship's back. I hate that I can't go to it. That's not in Charlotte anymore. But I think this is going to be a fun week. If you guys have any questions, don't forget to come into our Discord, reach out to me there, follow me on Twitter. I'll have my Twitter link down below. I'll also have my Discord link down below. Come join us. It'll be fun. And other than that, guys, good luck.